Yo, what's up, family? How y'all doing out there, real estate world? We are going live. Listen, tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell your great grandma, anybody who deal with real estate. Me and my brother Lupi G will be going live every single Friday, baby. Every Friday at 3 p.m. So tune in. We're gonna keep you up with the latest information on what's going on in the real estate world and how you could get paid and benefit, baby. Lupe, how you doing today, brother?
Oh man, awesome man! Enjoying Foreign Friday. Joining Foreign Friday, sitting in the farm, man. Ain't doing too much of nothing.
Foreign Friday, baby. You gotta be right foreign. You want your question answered, you gotta get in that phone, baby.
Yeah, yep. And drop a super chat, babe. We'll get to you and bring you on the panel. Yeah,
Man, how
man.
that
Enjoying this weather, man. It's pretty decent outside out here, man. How the weather is over there? Look like it's pretty sunny over there.
man, this feel good in Georgia, man. Atlanta, Georgia. It's 70 degrees today, man.
Ooh,
So I
that's
don't
nice.
have no
That's,
complaints.
that's nice.
It's so crazy because last week, shoot, it was a 50. We was in the 50s and
Mm.
40s, man. When you was over there pretty Columbia, man, we was definitely in the 40s.
And we was like in the teens out here or something like that, boy. It was crazy out here, but I wasn't out here yet. But I came back to some little gloomy, cool weather. It feel like it's warming up a little bit, but hey, man, this February usually get cold again during rodeo season, so it's about to be rodeo time out here. So people
Oh,
putting their
really?
cowboy boots and stuff, getting their cowboy boots and stuff together. It's almost that time.
Hey, they really be doing a rodeo and everything.
Oh man, that's been every year, bro. Every year, around about in between February and March, like every year since I was a baby. Like yeah, that stuff's serious out here.
So what
Cook.
they do during rodeo time?
So typically out here, man, they do a cookout at the. It used to be the Superdome. It's still the Superdome is there, but they don't use it anymore. It's more like an antique now. So they don't use that building anymore, the Superdome. But and the parking lot is so huge. They have cookouts, carnival, with rides and things like that. The cookout where you can get all types of comfort food, what they call comfort food out here. Then you have the shows, the concerts and things that go on the inside, with the livestock show and rodeo where they show livestock, and then they have a concert, which is the shows and the rodeo.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so anything
Dang.
bull riding to showing off cattle and things like that. Yeah, it's very serious out here, man. So there's a lot of revenue generated this time every year from like the middle going towards the end of February all the way to March. Because I believe one weekend out of the entire time they have the rodeo, one weekend will be designated for what you would call black or urban artists, to come and perform and stuff like that.
Wow, that's dope, man. So
Yeah.
Lupe down, he live in Houston, man. Houston,
Yep.
Texas.
Yep, I
I gotta
am.
get by that, man. But today, y'all, we got some good stuff, man. We're gonna pull up a video that we want to go through too with a brother that looked like he got his paperwork pretty tight, man.
Yeah.
Looks like he
That's
got some ironclad paperwork, and the news is not happy about
yep. So
it.
so 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 they're painting it seems like they're on this video you all it seems like they're painting a negative narrative on a creative deal structure, and they really don't have a clue of what's going on, so they're calling something fraud, and then they're calling something fraud, but they cross contaminated land fraud with what this guy is doing, and it's two totally different ball games. So what we're going to do is analyze the news clip and let you all see for yourself, and then what'll happen is Mr. Transaction Engineer and myself will most likely commentate and kind of talk about what we think about this video, man. But hey, let me know when you're ready to do the screen share, and we can press play on this video.
Yeah, guys, and you have to be careful. Like one thing about the news media, they love to get a story and twist it. They love to get a story and twist it, man, and don't have all the facts
Yep.
about stuff. So they'll take a little something, man, and just run with it.
Yep. But to be honest with you, at the same time, transaction engineer, man, I remember I was on your channel, some months back when I was dealing with a land fraud situation where I was wholesaling. I was assigning an agreement or a contract for a lot of land out here. It was a plot of land, and it ended up being a person that was actual property. So it is with the land fraud, but when I played this news segment, they cross contaminated. So we're gonna let you know that right off the bat, it is a difference. Let me play this clip real quick. And this is from
No.
CBS News in California. Of course, we're not located out there, but being an investor, man, do business nationwide, man. This is a nationwide business, and of course, we're looking more as far as from a global aspect to take our real estate investing global. So let me play this news clip, you all. Let me pray. Let me pray.
I want to key. I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, but you can't hear this. Okay,
Okay,
let's
let's
try
try
this.
this.
And I
Got
got
an
that
echo.
feedback.
Mute your line. Okay.
So I muted my side, but the thing is, when I have unmuted myself on the computer and I'm playing the video, you can't hear it for some reason. It's not playing the audio.
Let me see what we can do. Yeah.
Audio, echo cancellation check, reduce mic background noise. You can hear me, right? Still, correct? Okay, y'all, you all give us a minute. Mr. Transaction Engineer, he's gonna be right back in. Y'all give us a quick second. So with this news clip, the people were basically saying in the beginning that they're having land fraud problems. Can you hear me? I can't hear you now. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. So when I press play on a computer, is not allowing you to hear it from what you're telling me. Do we have people in right now inside of the live that can
Yes,
give
we
us?
do. Let me see.
Okay, ask them to give us a thumbs up if they can hear the video. Let me play the video.
Let me see. If you can hear play the video so I can ask. Let me know if y'all can hear this video. Chat y'all if you can hear the video. Are you playing it yet, Luke? Can't hear video, no sound. Dang. What the heck? Okay, y'all. Let me see, man. Let me give me a second. Give me a. It is playing. No sound. Let's see. Let's see. Stream info. We sorry about that, y'all. We trying to see how to freaking play this thing. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Can you play it, Loopy, and then with your phone that you on, put it up to the speaker? I can't hear you now. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me try it again. Let me try it again, y'all.
And just put your phone up to it.
Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear it?
Nope. Let me see. No sound. It said no sound again.
Yeah, but y'all can hear me, correct?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, I don't know what's happening, man. So you all can hear me, but you cannot hear
Hear the
the
video.
video.
Can you play the video and maybe just put your phone to it so we can hear it?
That's when you're gonna get the feedback. So that's what I was doing just now, and it was like getting a lot of feedback. So let me try it again.
Okay. When you linking back with Chris, man, I don't know what's up with Butter Chris, man. I gotta holler. Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, it's a lot of feedback when I do that. Man.
We sorry, y'all, man. We gotta fix this some kind of way. We're gonna get it straightened out by the. But let's just drop the link in the description. Drop the link so y'all can watch this later on. But it's a very important video. I sure want to go through it, man, so we can chop it up. Let's see. Nope. Dang, you can't hear it. Yeah, we can hear you both, but can't hear the video.
Yeah, man, it sucks. I did put the link to CBS News in the chat, so you all have that. Uh, yeah, it's probably you probably because you're the host or something, and it's probably not gonna allow anybody else to hear it or something. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, cause it's at the stage, but we can't. That's all it gives me. It say remove for stage. Shit, that's it.
Okay, so now we know we have to go to the drawing board on this, man. But so basically, a guy. What the news were saying is that a guy, man. And I'll just play the video and I'll kind of break down to you all what's taking place. But long story short, man, a guy is using his paperwork. It seems like he's using his paperwork properly. At the same time, it seems like another person that is doing real estate that have found a creative way of acquiring property, which we all know that there's more than one way to acquire a property. And this property right here, this guy was able to get this property with the promissory note, and now this guy is wanting the property owner, which is this guy. He wants to sell this house, okay, but he did a promissory note. This guy, and this guy saying he owns the house. As far as he has a lien position on
Look at
this.
my boy.
And so yeah, so the news went to this guy house, which is at the trailer park, and they're asking him if he have $6 million to purchase the house, and he's like, yes, and for whatever reason, it seems as if the property owner may have backed out of the deal, and this guy, the actual buyer, is like really standing ground on his position, and they are now in the process of going back and forth to court behind this house. So the guy wanted a particular number, and this guy overbid it with the 6.2 mil. So they decided to go with this guy, and for whatever reason, they backed out, which is the property owners backed out, and now they're wanting to sell the house. But this guy that has the lien position on the house with the promissory note definitely seems like he's in the right position to get compensated. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so, man. Because if he didn't have the correct paperwork, he would be, being tried to back out because this dude here, like, paperwork is airtight, and that goes out. He signed it and notarized the paper. So why would you even go through that extent if you didn't want to do the deal? You signed the paperwork and you had a notary notarize it. So the buyer, which is the investor, looked like he was on top of his game. But the seller, for some reason, maybe how guys, you get a property under contract and then you got somebody that'll try to backdoor you and make a higher offer. Then you got a seller that want to back out once they feel like they can sell it for more. That's look like this is what's going on in this situation.
And
And
then with it being in California, man, it could be a realtor, man, that really wanted some action at this house, man. A lot of you all may not know how vicious realtors are. They supposed to abide by a particular code, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that those individuals will abide by those particular codes, man. So there's a lot of times where real estate agents are keeping track of properties that they were looking to list or things like that, and then they go back and then they find out that somebody else is marketing the property, but it's not showing up on the market. That really sets fire to the real estate agent, and usually, the real estate agents that are vicious and really don't have much hustle for themselves, they go back to the property owner and tell the property owner, hey, your property is being marketed here, is being marketed there. Do you know it? And things like that. So they can seem, quote unquote, reputable. That way they can, try to steal the deal and shiest you out of your deal. So I've had that done to me, numerous times since, like, this is my fifth year. This is my fifth-year anniversary, and I've seen it multiple times happening to myself personally. So not only do you have, fishy buyers, you also have watered down real estate agents.
oh my God, tell me about it. I can't tell you how many I saw, man. Realtors that go and do some shiesty stuff. One of our students, Brandon, he just contacted me. Shout out to Brandon. He just contacted me 2 or 3 days ago, bro. he put the property on the contract with an agent, right? The agent is a agent. He put it on the contract with him. Recorded the memorandum like 2 days later. By the third day, the realtor sold the property. So evidently, he had to be under contract with somebody else. How can he even sell it that fast? So the agent backdoored him, sold the property, and done the deal. Now, what could he do about that? Well, he can actually go back and sue him,
Yeah,
especially
and the
if
title company, and and not to cut you off, but I just had an issue with that with a property that we took over subject to. Remember, I did the it was a pre foreclosure, and I used the state funds to bring the property current and things like that. But it was a property that we bought subject to that property right there. So when we put it into the trust, we put it into the trust and everything. We also I also put a memorandum on it. So
mm,
the moment I put the property in the trust, I put a memorandum on it. And come time for closing, when you get your title commitment back, you should go to Schedule B and Schedule C, and it will let you know what type of liens are on the property. And all of the liens are usually in Schedule C, right? And one thing that I did not see was the memorandum that I put on the property. So I
mm.
told my real estate, I told the escrow officer, hey, you need to really check this title because I put a memorandum on there personally. This is not a memorandum that I didn't put on the property. Like I know I put it on there because I took the property over subject to, and the escrow agent actually notarized and e-filed all of my paperwork, and she did it in front of me. So
Mm.
I knew that I put a memorandum on it, even though that I was the new owner, and they had to really dig for that information. So I think that that may be a title company information or a title company issue as well. I don't know what type of searches that they do, but I think it should really be a little more extensive because I feel like it's a possible. I think that it's a possibility that some memorandums are being looked over, especially depending on when you recorded it and when the property sold. That does make a difference. Every county does not move quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you definitely will need to know how your county operate.
Yeah, sometimes they'll miss that stuff. I remember I was doing a deal, an option deal, and then I had an attorney try to bypass my memorandum. And thank God I bought a copy that showed that it was recorded because the guy didn't want to pay me at closing. He wanted me to, he expected me to trust the seller. They were gonna pay the seller. I think the seller got like 60,000. I got 70. He wanted me to trust that the seller was gonna actually pay me $70,000 different. I'm like, oh no, 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 no. We ain't going down
Same
that
town,
route, bro.
same time.
No, sir. I want my check. And then it was like the attorney assistant, so he was a little cocky. Well, listen, you just gotta take it up with the seller. I said, listen here right here. Take this to your senior attorney, and if I don't get my check, I'm suing everybody in this office. And he went
Yep,
back and took it. Then they came back acting real nice. But
yep.
at first, man, he shot me down, man. Like my paperwork was null and void. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all want some problems? I'm believing this. I'm believing this goes with it. 70 racks, baby. Don't
My,
try
my
it now.
my first three deals closed because I had a memorandum. So for those that don't know my journey, my fourth deal, I closed my fourth deal first, and then I had the first deal, the second deal, and the third deal. They had memorandums on it, and they closed a couple weeks later. But the title company had reached out to me and was like, "Hey, the property owner want to sell." And I was like, "I get that, but I'm expecting 5,000 at closing." So if you all want me to sign a lease of a release of memorandum, then I would suggest that we have something like an invoice and things like that that's saying that you all are gonna pay me at closing 5,000. And that's what happened, man. Uh, please know what your paperwork is for and why are you utilizing the paperwork, and how the paperwork protect you, know how the paperwork protect your deals, and know how to get paid once it's time for you to exercise your rights for filing that paperwork. I think that is important as well. Make sure that your check and your payment is going to be solidified on black and white before you do any release of link. I would suggest that wholeheartedly.
Woo, man. I'm telling you, because one thing about it, when you're in a hot market like how it is in most markets right now across America, guys, these people will backdoor. When I say backdoor, they will try to get out a deal so quick. If another investor come by and offer them more money, they will disappear on you. They will
So
definitely flip the script.
these are some text messages that the guy seems like he sent uh to the brother trying to get their attention. So he was letting them know, hey, giving your brother till the end of the day, or Corona PD will arrest him for trespassing. We don't know if any of that has taken place, but we do know from what this news segment has said that lien has been sticking, and they have been showing time dated correspondence from August until today, because it's January and they're talking about this in January. So there are things that are still in play, and one thing that is still in play is this man's position. So it's saying, hey, you need to take my house off the listing by Monday. So now there it shows that they're trying to cut this guy out of the deal. No matter how people want to look at it, if this guy has a promissory note and he has a position with this property, then he is, from what I am looking at, is a decision maker. But correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Transaction Engineer.
Yeah, they got him by the balls. They got
Yeah,
it.
man.
Well, he got the sellers by the balls because the sellers actually signed off on these documents. And really, he can actually sue that seller himself for specific performance, which means the seller failed to sell the property when he already when he already agreed to sell the property. Make sure y'all tune in every Friday, y'all. We're gonna be here live. We're gonna take a few questions too at the end of this. If you got any questions, but as a real estate entrepreneur, y'all, you got to be aware of this. You do have shyster sellers that would try to back out, that would get a higher offer, and they would go sell it. I mean, they'd go and try to sell it and get more money all day. All day. I can't tell you how many times I've been through it myself, along as with our students, man. They've been through several, man. I know several students. Now, I got one student, man, he got a rabbit foot or something, man, because he done had two people back out within the last year, and the guy collected 80,000 on one memorandum. His first memorandum, he got 20. His second one, he got 80. So the guy made $100,000 without even buying the house.
Yep.
100 grand without even buying both houses.
I
Now
had a
he
guy recently that hit me up like that, man. And I remember watching that video with you and the guy, because that was right after the video you and I did on live. And I have a guy that it was a deal, but he had like almost a half a million in IRS liens and stuff like that that was attached to the house that was preventing him from selling. So
mm,
recently, last year, he reached out to me and was like, "Hey, uh, you have a lien on the property, and I'm trying to sell a house." I say, "You're supposed to reach out to me, because no matter how far down the line it takes for you to get all of those liens attached to the property removed, you and I still have an agreement for a set price, and you can't back out of that. You get what I'm saying? You can't wait years later to get your stuff together and then say, "Hey, I want half a mil now," and try to cut me out. That's not how it works. Now you can break bread with me, and hey, I'm good with that. I'm not trying to hit you upside the head, but hey, break bread with me. Ask me how can we work versus just, "Hey, I need you to take that stuff off the lien off my property. I got somebody that's gonna overpay for the house now that the value of the land has went up." So yeah, man.
it's a dirty game out here, y'all. And when the market's hot like this, expect that every seller is not gonna be truthful, unfortunately. And I advise the seller, if you're saying before you sign an agreement, let your attorney see it. Or make sure you thoroughly understand what you are signing, because once you sign on that dotted line in America, it's all about that paperwork. So once you
Yep.
sign on that dotted line, man, hey, it's a
Look,
done
so
deal.
look at the other part of this message. This dude said deed of trust and trust has been funded. The other 200 documents, affidavit, state and IRS forms providing it's my property. Your brother sold to me will be, I don't know what that means, Monday. So this guy, if he was all the way to the wrong, a lot of that stuff would have been turned over
The
easily.
other 200 documents, whoa, what the heck did he sign?
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely want to know
Whoa.
what type of paperwork, what type of paperwork this guy filed, because whatever it is, this guy has been using his paperwork this entire time, and it seemed like they just trying to cut him out of a deal. And it doesn't matter if this guy's in the trailer park or whatever. Like, you all can file a civil harassment and get a restraining order on this man all you want, but this man position is solidified. Okay. So what they did was they filed a restraining order on this guy so he could not come near the property. But the property, this dude still has a lien position on the property. And as we
Ted,
see, the expiration date is all the way until 2026. So this is This seems like a 2 year.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a 2 year, no, a 3 year, right? Yeah, this is a 3 year restraining order because it was filed on the 4th of 23 and it expires on the 4th of 26.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So it's like, okay, y'all want them to not be come around the this person or whatever, but when it comes to the property, this guy still has a lien position. So how does that work? This is something that I've never been through, but it will be a good follow-up process to understand what took place with this particular deal.
Yeah, I hope we can get a see how this thing plays out. But it looked like now attorneys got to get involved. So now this is going to be a
Oh,
pretty lengthy process. People going to have to pay attorneys, man, and
look
it's a
at this
lengthy
right here.
situation.
California deed of trust. So it was some paperwork signed, you all, and it was recorded. This is recorded. This is showing that it is recorded. It is recorded, right? Yes, this is definitely recorded. So I don't know, man. It seemed like this guy, was
You
really
got to know what
real.
he's doing.
Yeah, he was
It,
strategic. Whether he's in the trailer park or not, man, this guy is strategic, and
hey, it's
I want
kind
to
of
give him
funny.
a round of applause.
It's kind of funny, y'all, because when the news media went to the house, the guy stayed in the trailer park. They were like, "Well, the guy stays in the trailer park," and they asked the lady like, "Well, do you got $6 million to pay this off?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I got it."
Then look,
Look,
look what this guy did right here, man. Borrower is him, right? Then the lender is him.
wow.
So yeah, he knows something about the game. Most people are not really aware of. Knowing how to have your name LLC and stuff like that. These are practices that you may hear on the internet and you never see anyone exercising it or using it. This is one of those moments where your teacher haven't showed you, but you seeing someone making the news for exercising this. You get what I'm saying? Because I've
And
heard, plenty of people talk about LLC in your name and what to do with it, but actually showing what you doing with it, this is one of those moments. This guy right here is a lender to himself for 6.2 mil.
it's a nice house too. But that's why I say, y'all, you got to be careful with the news because they take one tad bit of something and just go crazy with it. This guy, to me, from the outside looking in, he didn't do anything wrong, man. The seller, hey, he's the one trying to back out the deal for some reason. But the guy signed all these documents, and he pretty much screwed himself up. He should have checked with an attorney, man, before he signed all this stuff. So this
Yeah,
could be a
definitely.
lengthy process, man. We don't know
That's
which way. Well, one thing I know for sure, whoever got the deepest pocket is gonna win.
yeah.
So you could
Yeah.
get that they're gonna have to spend a lot of money though,
I,
especially
I
this
think they
seller.
I think they still would have to settle with that guy, even if he don't have the money to go to war. You get what I'm saying? His
Yeah,
paperwork is pretty solid, which been holding his position without them even going to war. So I think that may be one of the things that's stopping them really from going to war, and they really want the police department to investigate him for them because they may not have the funds to really go to war either because they sign things on their with their name, right?
yeah,
So I believe that there's a possibility that they've talking to lawyers and the lawyers told them they screwed up. So they want the police now to come in and do some more digging to try to criminalize this man for how he used that paperwork. Even it just I think it's kind of like just showing it blatantly, man, what they're trying to do. On this, what I paused on right here, he's been getting mail delivered to the house as well and say do not deliver any mail for Frank. He is a scammer. So he's actually starting to utilize the address. He's just as of right now, he's just really having fun, right? That's what it looks like, man. He's definitely, getting under their skin.
I would though. Me, What would you do if you was in this position as
Uh,
the buyer? Would you let it go? Say, hey man, give me 100 grand. We done with this. Or will you fight it to the end?
oh no, if they gonna cash me out, I'm gonna get my chips and dip. Because we at this point we're printing money. You get what I'm saying?
Free
So
money,
yeah,
man.
I wouldn't sit and waste time with them. It's like we just printed, you know, a 100K. You get what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. It could have been 20, 30,000. Like I would have. Hey, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and knock this out. So I'm on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? But 6 points. When you're talking about millions, then yeah, if they said 100,000, I'm signing that stuff as quick as possible. I'm definitely signing as quick as possible. But this is one of those ones, everybody. Where people are utilizing paperwork properly, and there's a lot of times where people not really telling you they're telling you, but they're not really showing you how to use the paperwork and what type of success they've had utilizing paperwork. This is one of those moments where this guy has made the news utilizing this paperwork, man. So yeah, that was definitely dope.
Yeah, man, that was a good one. I would do the same thing.
Yeah,
I would definitely do the same thing. I'd take my check and go, man. Because the one thing about a court battle, man, nobody wins but the attorney most of the time. They're gonna
yeah,
charge you so much money, it's crazy, man. I mean, fees $500 an hour. Email, I got one for my attorneys, 500. They want like 250 an email. I'm looking at the bill. I'm like, damn.
yep. And then you're in California, so those lawyers not cheap. So
Ooh.
yeah, man, fighting it and risking it to try to get the whole house and being extra greedy instead of just getting 100,000 that you probably was gonna make as an assignment fee. I'll just go ahead and get my assignment fee. And hey man, no hard feelings, man. This right here for you and your family. Go drinks on me.
It's
Drinks
business,
on
man. At
me,
the end of
dinner
the
on
day.
me. I'd have done something like that because the thing is
Yeah,
they can't get the money until they sell the house anyway. You get what I'm
right.
saying? So hey, I have a buyer. I'll release the link, and we'll go from there, man. Give y'all some dinner money. You know what I'm saying? Pop a bottle on me or something. But yeah, man,
So,
that would be one of them ones where I take the chips and dip, man. I get my 100K assignment or whatever, 50,000. I take 50. That's still a slam dunk, man.
any money right now at this point is funny. You know?
Yeah,
Right now it's free money, man. Why just keep fighting for nothing?
yeah. Because you
Why
risk.
keep fighting for nothing, man? It's gonna drag out, and when you go to court, either way it go, they gonna want to try to bring you to mediation. The judge is gonna tell y'all see if y'all come to some kind of mediation. So whether it's you do it tomorrow or 5 years from now, why even drag it on further? I'd rather get my money, man, and go on about my business, go to another deal.
Yeah,
That's
but
just my take on it.
that I did want to bring up the beginning of that news clip again where they was talking about the land fraud. So they are dealing with land fraud in California too. And when you and I did that live talking about my experience with the person that was impersonating a property owner, and I went through that situation. I had to give an assignment feedback. I had a buddy that got paid for a land deal in California. It was for a nice. I don't say how much, but it was a nice price. It was like 650. But they had to give it back, and like, yeah, man, definitely give it back because somebody was in person that property. So you want to keep those relationships tight, tight up,
You breaking up a little bit, look.
huh?
You breaking up a little.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Can you hear me now or no?
Yeah, you good now.
Yeah, so basically, you want to keep the relationships healthy with your title company like that. So that's why I was telling a guy, a friend of mine that followed me on Instagram. He's in California, and he had a 6-figure deal. And I'm like, dude, give that 6 figures back because you're gonna get it back. You're gonna get it back in a boatload because you just did what was right, just going ahead and giving them that money back because somebody was impersonating the property owner. Like it wasn't the real property owner that sold it to you. So I would just do right and give it back, even though the title company is insured. So you don't have to give it back, but the title company can sue you at that time.
Yeah, they can come after you. If they got to pay that money, they coming after you next.
Or they just won't mess with you no more. So in my case, I had to give 15,000 back or something, 12 or 15,000. I can't remember. Whatever I said that assignment fee was 16,500 or something like that I had to give back. But I had to give back that assignment fee and you know the owner of the escrow company, I was talking to him and he was like, man, I was just hoping you did the right thing, man. It's only, under 20,000. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be coming after you to sue you for that because we'll be spending that in legal fees to get nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, everything was insured, so we're gonna make sure they get their money anyway. But I'm glad you did return that check, return the assignment fee or whatever, because that was just the right thing to do. And I was like, man, it wasn't need no second guessing about it. I just want to make sure that my name wasn't coming up in no fraud stuff because I really did not know that this guy was impersonating the property owner. So I had to protect myself before I turned over that money to the right or wrong person. I want to make sure it was the right person and my name was clear at the moment of me giving that assignment fee back.
Mm.
Yep.
That's what it's about, man.
Yep.
It was
So
about because one thing about real estate, it's a small world, especially when you're dealing with attorneys and stuff like that. So a lot of people go to the same attorneys and stuff and title companies. So you want to keep a clean face and keep your good title company, man, because I can't tell you how many times my attorney pulled a rabbit out of the hat for me and done closings like at the last hour within 24 hours, man. Man, having a
yep.
good title company that you can depend on is priceless.
Yep.
You didn't get nothing else from this video. That is priceless. Building a good relationship with your title company or attorney. They'll bend over backwards, man, and do certain things for you that most attorneys wouldn't do.
Yep. And speaking of that, I was on Deal Machine podcast. I was on Deal Machine podcast Wednesday. So I did the Deal Machine podcast with my brother David Lecco, the owner of Deal Machine, and Ryan over there. And I was breaking down to them basically the same thing, man. Building relationships with the escrow agents. Usually people they just go in there, they just want their check and they get out. But
Yep.
the thing is building the relationship with the real estate attorney or the escrow agent because those are the ones that file in all of the paperwork. They're the ones that's making sure that things are crossing the finish line, right? So once you build and establish that relationship with that real estate attorney or that escrow agent, when they start having those deals that don't close because other wholesalers have their number too high and things like that, those can become free leads for you. They can become free leads for you, and they will give you those leads and the contact numbers to those leads. That way you can go directly with them. You're reputable, you're closing deals with that title company, and they will vouch for you and be like, yeah, he's a pretty fast closer, but you may need to be more flexible with your number. You have to be more realistic. And the escrow agents can guide them to understand that because their property have not closed. You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason why. And if you're in a hot market, it can't be the location, it can only be the price. So they could actually help you reset the expectations on the property owner as well. So that's a golden nugget, man. I think I should have charged about 10,000 for that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I gave that to y'all. That was a good nugget for free, man. So y'all take that, because it was worth, that was worth every cent of what I just gave to y'all, man.
Facts. Big facts. Big facts, man. Any questions, y'all put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, man. We hope y'all learned some valuable stuff today, man. We dropped some gems. That memorandum, look in the description. I think I got a couple free freebies down there, contracts and stuff, and maybe a copy of the memorandum too below that we use. Lupi, do you use that one? Now you gave me that one signature memorandum.
So the I have a memorandum where it don't even need a property signature. So I got that from my escrow agent, and that's what I use now. In the beginning, man, wow, just thinking about it, bro. Like I built so many relationships in my beginning process, bro. And this been 5 years that I've been knowing and talking to you as well, man. Damn, man, I built a lot of relationships in the beginning of my journey, man. I'm just not thinking about it. This is a 5 year mark for a lot of relationships that I built, man. But yeah, man. Damn, shit, bro. We done came a long way, man. Man, we came a long way, bro. Y'all forgive me, man. I just thought about it. Thought about
Reminisce.
man.
Man, you been doing good, rocking and rolling, man. Lupi do deals all over, y'all. So you could do deals. You don't have to be. You can do this thing all over. Now you can be in one county and kill it. I got a friend, Jay Connor, man. He in one county. He been in the same county about 15 years, and he the go-to guy in that county. He
Yeah.
rocking and rolling. Subject to like crazy. Subject twos and lease options and all that good stuff. All that good creative stuff. He rocking and rolling. So when you know more than one transaction, how to do more than one transaction, y'all, it's just a different ball game. Especially if you can get outside just the ugly house business. And when I say ugly house, it's just wholesaling and rehabbing. If you go look from the pretty house perspective and pretty house glasses also, and you can see, creative financing deals, lease options, short sales, subject to, what else you got? Wholesale lease option. Like it's so many different ways, but you want to get properly trained so you can take advantage of all the opportunities because there's plenty of opportunities, man. You just got to make offers and close on the deals. You got to make offers, make offers, make offers. It's a numbers game, so not every offer going to be accepted. But you want to make the offers, y'all.
Another thing too, like you can actually put more than one type of deal structure together, man. I know that I've ran a lot of things by you, and as far as deals and stuff like that, and people don't even recognize the fact that you can combine different type of deal structure, make it come together like Voltron, man. It was one property where I did a lease option, but I took it over subject to the existing mortgage. You get what I'm saying? So there are so many ways that you can put design your deal structure to where not only it best fits you, but it also fit the need of the property owner. And for the most part, man, we really want to deal with the property owners that need to sell versus the properties that want to sell, because the property owners that want to sell, they usually want overpriced. They usually want over market value. A property owner that need to sell, they want to get what they can get so they can move on. And those are the property owners that we're really looking for, the people that need a service that we can provide to them.
Right. That's a big difference, y'all. Want and need. Want and need. We want to deal with motivated sellers. Not somebody who just put their house on the market and the neighbor sold for 440 and we want to get 480. Why you want to get 480, Mr. Seller? You haven't updated your house in the 30 years. Well, my dad, he got 460, so I know I could get 480. That's a person that doesn't need this, that want to sell, but don't need to sell. Person that needs to sell.
And
Person,
don't be afraid to ask them the difficult ones that you can basically tell that they want to sell. Just ask them, hey, I don't want to waste your time, and neither do I want to waste my boss time. and neither do I want to waste mine. But I do have a question. At this moment, right now, are you wanting to sell, or do you need to sell the property? And that will usually let you know. They'll let you know, like, hey man, I don't have to sell. That lets you know, hey, that's not the person that you're
Yep.
looking for. You wanna, you know, set some type of follow up appointment and get off the phone with those guys or those, those people as soon as possible. But not being afraid to ask that question, can reset the tone for the property owner. So if they do need to sell and they being a hard ass, then sometimes that can bring them a little bit closer to earth as well. They'll be like, well, I do need to sell, but like I'm just not gonna accept anything. Then that's when you can start digging at the pain points. Okay, why do you need to sell? If you haven't already asked that, because like when you're negotiating with property owners, or you build a rapport, then you don't really want to talk about the price unless they bring it up, because the money is the easy part. So that should come last.
David Farrell, what's up, brother? We'll get to your questions shortly. And thank everybody for tuning in. This is our first of mini series, baby. We're gonna take this thing out 2024 every Friday. Phone Friday, baby. Your
Man,
phones hit that horn.
man, you
Hit that
got
horn.
you got out the whip, man. Wait, why you got out? It was hot in now.
Nah, I'm up here at a friend house.
Oh, okay.
In this fresh air, man. This gotta be that vitamin D, baby. That sun beaming, but it's
Uh-oh. Yeah, he may have to go back the way it was, because the Wi-Fi choppy.
oh, is it choppy now?
A little bit.
That phone Friday, baby, with the Panamera view.
Yeah.
You gotta hit your button, baby. If you ride phone, hit your horn and swerve on somebody.
Yeah. I don't want to make the neighbors mad. So yeah, I don't want to hit the horn right now. I want to make them mad. I turned it on. They probably get
Bro, you got that monster, boy. Lupi got that in that Maserati, boy. That sound like a belt.
mad. Hey, yeah, man. We
Fire
move.
it up one time. Fire it up, Lupi. Let us hear that sound. Woo! Woo! Nasty.
Thing out, man. I don't have any that. I'm gonna side of the eye.
Hey, guy, that's all I say, baby. If we can do it, you can do it too. But you gotta believe, man. It's about to believe.
You chopping up. Dang, you chopping up.
How you doing?
Yeah, you get chopped. We
Let
can
the
barely
mail
hear
lady
you.
go by. Okay, I might need to go back on one stop. But I was in my neighborhood this morning, man. What's wrong with it? In my neighborhood this morning, just thinking how far I came, man. 20 years of doing this stuff. Man, I remember I was driving a forklift 20 years ago, Luke.
Hey,
$10.50 an hour, working for a temporary service. Temporary service.
damn.
And I had to quit, man. That's what they told me. I wanted to go to my first seminar, right? Man, that lady, the owner of the temp service said, listen, your butt leave, you can't take no days off. So if you leave, you be fired. You're fired. I was like, it was a lot to you, man. It was a tough decision. Here I am with 3 kids. Credit shot, can't finance the onion right now. And I had to make a decision, go to this 5-day seminar called the Millionaire Maker, or stay here and drive forklifts. But I got 3 kids now, so like my mind is like, man, I was scared, man. I'm like, shit. If I leave here, man, shoot, man, how am I gonna get another check? Staying in an apartment. Well, I knew what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, if I leave this and I decide to go to this seminar, man, it's like you burning the bridges, man. When you burn them bridges, man, you can't go back. And that's what you got to do sometime, man, to go on to the next level. So I decided, I was like, man, bump this old temporary service, man. I ain't gonna keep sitting here struggling, freaking $10. Man, oh God, man, I just thank you, God, thank you, thank you, man. And we both had a moment today, man. I give all praise to God, man, and taking action.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I felt that, man. Lupe, I was scared, man. I ain't know too much about real estate, you know. I was reading the books and studying it, but I ain't know too much about it. I was reading the books, I was studying it, but I haven't done a deal yet. I was marketing because I knew we was on the way to the seminar. So I started marketing. I put out some We Buy Houses sign. And thank God, man, I came to the seminar, man, with about 10 leads, man. Because I knew I had to make it work. I had to make it work. It's something about you burn them, what they say, set the sale, burn the doggone, what they call it when you don't look back. When you can't look back, you just gotta keep going looking forward. And that's what I done. Man, my uncle up to the day, Lupi, up to the day when I was getting in the freaking car, he was laughing at me going to the seminar. He thought, well, you wasting your time. What you know about some real estate? Man, you wasting your time. He was laughing. I swear to God, he was laughing, man. He laughed at me. I got in the car. And I was riding off. Because I value this opinion a little bit. That's why you got to pay attention, man. You value people's opinion. But then you got to look at their life, too, and be like, well, what the hell do they got? What the hell have they done? This man, 50 years old, he stayed with my daddy. So I'm gonna sit here and this loser, sorry, but he's still a loser. But hey, I'm gonna sit here and listen to this loser, man. I'm gonna believe in myself and the God within. I'm gonna believe in myself and the God within and go take the action and get this stuff done. And I thank God to this day, man. I believe in myself, man, and I just went hard, man. I didn't look back. I've been self-employed for the last 20 years, man. I haven't for nobody, thank God. But I had to burn them bridges, man.
Yep.
I burned that bridge, man.
I burnt a lot of bridges, and I removed myself from so many people in a shocking rate of speed. And that did it for me, man. Getting away from those people like immediately and not looking back, you know, it was wonders, man. And that's one thing that most people don't tell you about is how many people they had to cut off in the beginning of their journey as well for them to take off. So that was something that was a pivotal moment for me as well. Just allowing myself to isolate myself and cut relationships off that I didn't need anymore.
Man, them bad relationships will get you, man. I had to cut off damn near everybody.
Yep. Yep. So yeah.
I had to cut off everybody, all them old friends that wasn't talking about nothing, wasn't going nowhere fast, man. I had to cut them off, man. If not, they're gonna keep you back with them. Hold you down. Tell y'all, man. So if you got some haters around you, get them away from you because they're gonna influence you, and you're not gonna do anything. Just look at life, and then you can make that easy decision. And if they always operating in a negative mindset, in a negative state of mind, man, you'll never go nowhere. You'll never go nowhere. So please get away from the people fast, man. I took one of my homeboys with me, man. He been doing real estate ever since, too, about 19, 20 years. The rest of them, man, I cut them all off. And that's when I seen my life just continue to grow. I got into the mindset, man, I went to another level. You know what I'm saying? I started learning about the mindset. That just helped me go to another level because we're not taught this kind of stuff in school, man. They just teach us to go to school and go to work, and that's it. They don't teach you nothing about your mindset, how you thinking, and all that stuff because they want to keep you in bondage.
It's
mental bondage.
It's not even being taught in the houses, but now it's changing because it's like you. I know you teaching your kids about it. So now it's changing the dynamics of the plays and what people see as life, man. So big salute to you, man, because I see you working with your kids all the time, man, and that's dope.
Thank
Having
you, man.
conversations, the family, because like, man, my dad is an entrepreneur, and he's been an entrepreneur my whole life, and him and I
Wow.
had a whole sit down and just talk business, structured business, and things like that. So yeah, man, even in those moments, man, still being able to see, role models like you, man, is dope, because like, shoot, just being around an entrepreneur my whole life and not even getting those lessons that you giving your children, like your son and your daughters and stuff like that, man. Like, it's dope, bro.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man. I just try to pay it forward. That's what we all here for, man. To pay it forward, man. If everybody pay it forward, man, imagine how this world will be.
Yep, yep. Man, we got
Man,
we got we got any questions, man?
let me see, y'all. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up. But we'll be here. Dave said what time next Friday? 3 o'clock, Dave. Every Friday at 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Every Friday at 3. We're gonna be rocking and rolling. We're gonna have a couple of guests in also. If you want to come on, also just let us know. You can email us at info@mrtransactionengineer.com. And all across the board, Mr. Transaction Engineer. You can find me on IG, TikTok. What's the other one? IG, TikTok, Facebook. It's so many, y'all. Just pick your platform. It's Mr. Transaction Engineer across the board. How can they get in contact with you, Luke?
man. I'm global Lupi G across the board, man, and I have YouTube as well, and I also be putting a lot of more content concerning traveling, able to do real estate while traveling, and that's more of a paid subscription where you get a lot.
You're breaking up a little bit, Luke.
Yeah, you get a lot of detail and a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I think that's your connection, bro.
Oh, okay, maybe me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's you.
Okay,
Everybody
Dave got a question. Hold
global
on.
across all platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Let me see what Dave said. Dave said, "How can I find and close a deal here in Fort Lauderdale?"
Fort Lauderdale, shoot, you in a decent area. It's pretty small though. Fort Lauderdale is down by Miami, right?
Uh huh. It depends on what type of deals you're looking to do, Dave. If you're
For now,
looking to do some wholesale deals, subject to deals, it depends. One, I'm gonna give you a golden nugget, man. We all about dropping some gems on here. Go to pwire.com and you can get all the free leads you want. Go to
repeat that.
PropWire, you can get all the
Broke
free
up.
leads. Dang. PropWire.
Y'all
Go to
heard of
PropWire.
wire.com, man. You can get all the free leads you can imagine, man, right there. Propwire.com.
And then you can pay for this. Only thing they charge for is the skip trace. You get them skip trace, guys, and get the rolling, baby. Get the rolling, man. Reach out to us, man. We here, man. We offer coaching consultation. And we just gonna have some good stuff, man. We're gonna figure out how to get this video thing working. Cause every week we want to go through some videos, y'all, and just tell you the rundown on it. Cause like I said, the news, they can't wait to slander an investor, man. So we got to be out here standing up for our rights. But they love to try to get out here slander an investor. One little false move, they want to
Yep.
jump on it.
Yep.
Especially a video like that. So make sure y'all look at that video. Because
Yep.
you set that 200.
Man, we'll get that whole video wrong, man, for real. And it'll make you think, oh, this dude's scamming, bro.
Yep.
That's crazy right there.
Yeah, that's right. Dave, PropWire assignment. That's what's up. Yeah, you want to do some wholesaling. Dave, go through me and Lupi channel, man. We got so many videos, man. You can find how to do this stuff, with no money. I got over 600 videos, and Lupi
Man.
got quite a few too.
Yeah,
But just
man.
go on there and look at some videos, binge watch, man, on the weekend, and take yourself to the next level, man. Cause we gotta, whatever we put in, that's what we get out.
Yes, sir.
Any last final words, brother?
Man, I would suggest everybody, man, put your best foot forward, man. Be great, and like my man say on here, man, keep going and growing.
Be growing and going, baby. Hit that thumbs up, man, so we can hit the algorithm. And we will see y'all next Friday. Come with your questions, man, and let's go to the next level. Keep growing and going. We'll see you at the top, baby. Peace. Hold on, let me see. We got one more. Thank you. Dave said thank you. You're welcome, Dave. God bless you.